Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name's Tom Gummy, and today we are once again back for another statue tutorial. Today, continuing with the theme of Five Nights at Freddy's, today we are doing Blacklight Chica. So again, a very similar kind of statue to the original Chica statues I did way back in the past, just with the neon purple colour scheme in this opportunity. And it also has the dynamic arm pose, so very exciting stuff. Before we get into the tutorial, again, I want to say if you do enjoy the video, please consider leaving a like on it, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications to actually get notified every time I upload. If you don't trust that, follow me on Twitter at GoVegames, and also, and this is the main point, suggest your comments, comment your suggestions, mess that one up, comment your suggestions down below, because I'm trying to do daily uploads all throughout December, and the more suggestions, the easier it is for me to know what you guys want. So again, leave your comments down below. Anyways, with that said, let's get straight into the tutorial. Just before the video starts, again, as a quick little plug, if you do enjoy my content and want to support my channel, then please consider, if you're playing Fortnite, using the Support a Creator feature. So if you go to the item store in the bottom right corner, you've got the Support a Creator button. If you enter the code GUMMMYYY, so Gummy, but 3 M's and 3 Y's, you'll be helping me, supporting me directly through purchasing stuff in-game. So that could be skins, emotes, gliders, battle pass, anything you buy in-game. It doesn't cost you anything more, and it sends me a few pennies for every purchase you make. So again, thank you, and let's get straight into the video. So, to start off, we're going to list off the blocks you're going to need. You shall need yellow concrete, light grey concrete, black concrete, purple concrete, black wool, lime wool, yellow wool, light blue concrete, orange concrete, white concrete, magenta wool, and wither skulls. So, again, I'll give you guys a second to pause here, grab them blocks into your inventory, and then we'll get straight into a building. So, we're going to start off. First off, you're going to need to find a nice empty space. As you can see here, I have got myself a lovely empty space. And we're going to start off with the first layer of the legs, because of course we are building the legs first. The legs in total is 12 blocks tall, 8 blocks wide. So we're going to be going layer by layer, left to right, 8 blocks per layer, 12 layers in total. So, let's begin. We're going to start off with our first block. It's going to be 1 light grey concrete, 1 yellow, 1 light grey, 2 yellow, light grey, yellow, light grey. So that is layer number 1. Layer number 2 is going to be the exact same, so it's going to be 1 light grey, 1 yellow, 1 light grey, 2 yellow, light grey, yellow, and light grey. And on top of that, we're going to do 2 more layers of 8 yellow concrete, and then we're going to cap that off with a layer of 8 black concrete. So that is the first 5 layers complete. Now, after every single layer, in that case, I kind of just did a few. But after every single layer normally, I'm going to try and back up, give you guys an opportunity to pause, catch up, do whatever you want to do. And again, just take it at your own pace, pause the video when you feel is necessary, and that's probably the best way about going with these tutorials. So continuing now, for the next 3 layers, that being the 6th, 7th, and 8th layers, we're going to be doing 8 purple concrete. So once again, the 6th, 7th, and 8th layers is going to be purple concrete. For our 9th layer now, we are going to do 3 purple concrete, 2 black concrete, and 3 purple concrete. For our 10th layer, we're going to do 2 purple, 1 black, 2 purple, 1 black, and 2 purple. So once again, that is our 10th layer. For our 11th, second to last layer, is going to be 2 black, 4 purple, 2 black, and then for the 12th and final layer, we are going to do 1 black concrete, 6 purple concrete, and 1 black concrete. And once again, that is a 12 by 8 rectangle. That is the front side of the legs complete, and if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. So again, that is the front side of the legs. Moving on to the next part, we're going to start making some progress on the front side of the body. Now, the actual main part of the body is just going to be a plain 12 by 8 rectangle of purple. However, before we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to build up 1 on the left side, and then we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left using purple concrete. Now what that's doing is marking out where the left arm is going to go. In terms of the right side, we're not going to worry about that because the right side is going to be where the dynamic pose is, the dynamic pose arm should I say, where it's like the arm outstretched holding the Blacklight cupcake. So we're going to worry about the arm later on, we'll come back to that. For now we're going to worry about the body. As I said a second ago, the main part of the body is just going to be a 12 by 8 of purple. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And what we're going to do is we're going to build this all the way up to the top in line for all 8 rows. So that will give us our 12 by 8. Now again, it's very simple. Should only take a second. And that will be the base of the chest. Now of course, we're not going to leave it like that because that would be too easy. So we are going to add some 3D effects and it's going to make it look a little bit more interesting. So again, that is our 12 by 8 rectangle. That is the original step for the body. What we're now going to do is we are going to go to the top left corner. With our black wool, we're going to start working on the bib. So for the bib, we are going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 using black wool. So again, I repeat, that is 8 using black wool. We're then going to go down diagonal to right once and twice, to right 3 times, up diagonal, and then up 7, and that's going to give you the shape of the bib. So there should be a 2 block gap at the bottom between the bottom of the body and the bottom of the bib. In terms of this center area, what we're going to do is we're going to fill it all in using black wool, and then we're going to go ahead layer by layer and punch out the details using our core colors, which is going to consist of our lime wool. You could also throw in some lime concrete if you want to, so I might do that as well. And then your yellow wool and yellow concrete. So in terms of the top layer, what we're also going to do, and I probably should mention this before, is we're going to place 1 black wool, leave a 4 block gap, and place 1 black wool. So it's not a solid row, but it will end up looking something like this. So that is the first step. That is the main part of the bib. What I'm also going to do is grab some lime concrete. Probably should have grabbed this at the start, but again, it is optional. So it does look better, I will say, with lime concrete. We're going to come to the top left corner, to the second layer, but the first layer, which is an actual full layer going across. And we're going to come to the 4th block and replace it with a lime concrete. We're then going to leave a 2 block gap and place another lime concrete. From this first lime concrete, we are going to go down diagonal to the left twice and replace both with lime wool. What we're then going to do is we're going to go down, leave it, down, punch this block out and go 1 to right, and on the left side we place 1 wool, on the right side 1 concrete. We're then going from the concrete going to go down 1, leave it, on the second block, punch it out, replace with wool. From here we're going to go 1, 2 to the right, we're then going to go down 1, punch out and replace, and again out of lime wool. Heading over to the top right corner to this lime concrete, we're going to go down 1, down a second block, punch out, replace with concrete, and then again down 1, down a second block, replace with concrete. So that's all the green we're going to be placing. Now in terms of the next part, we're going to be using yellow concrete and yellow wool. So we're going to go to this section here where we have the 3 greens, or 3 limes should I say, in a row. Next to this first one, we're going to punch out to the right, and we're going to place 1 yellow wool. From here we go down, we're going to place 1 yellow concrete, to the right twice, 2 yellow wool, to the right a further block, 1 yellow concrete. So again, I'll back up just so you can see what it looks like. Below this first yellow wool, we're going to place a yellow concrete. Below the yellow concrete, at the end, we're going to place a yellow wool. Above this yellow wool, the second one, we're going to place a yellow concrete. And to the right of that, we're going to place a yellow wool. And once you've done that, that is the bib complete. It's as simple as that. Once again, if you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. And then what we're going to start doing is making some progress on the arm. So again, that is the front side of the bib. Now, the next step we're going to be working on is the left arm. The left arm is going to be 12 blocks tall, 4 blocks wide, and of course, if you haven't already, you've got to come to the 13th layer of the build and go 4 blocks to the left. So that's going to be our first layer, and again, that consists of 4 purple concrete. Once you've done that, we're going to build up, and again, this is going to be a 12 by 4, so 12 layers of 4 blocks. The second layer is going to be 4 purple concrete. On top of that, we're going to cap it off with 4 black concrete. We're then going to do 3 layers of purple concrete, and once again cap it off with 4 black concrete. On top of this, we're going to do 5 layers of purple. That's going to bring us all the way up until the top, and that's going to give us our 12 by 4. So, again, as you can see, 12 tall, 4 wide, and that consists of 2 layers of purple, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of purple, 1 layer of black, and then 5 layers of purple. If I zoom out, it should now look something like this. This is what the statue should look like so far. It's 24 blocks tall, and then it is 12 wide, 8 wide if you're not including the arm, for whatever reason. So, that is, again, the statue. Now what we're going to do, of course, as we're not worrying about the right arm for now, is we're going to start working on the sides. So we're going to start off by coming to the bottom left corner, come around to the left side, and from this light grey here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 to the left using yellow concrete. Now the side of the leg in particular is going to be 12 by 4, however the 4th block is already done. That's this block right here, so that's done, out the way, don't need to worry about. So what this means is we're placing 1, 2, 3, because the 4th block is there. It's existent, we don't need to worry. So, for the first 4 layers, we're going to place yellow concrete, and then we're going to cap it off with a layer of black concrete. On top of this, we are going to build up 5 layers of purple, so that's 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then once again, we're going to cap it off with black concrete. For the 12th and final layer, we're going to place 1 black concrete, 2 purple, and as I said, if you zoom out, it should now look something like this. That is a 12 by 4, and that is the left side of the leg. Now, in terms of the right side is very, very similar. So we're going to head around. Before I do, I'll let you guys pause from a corner angle, just in case you want to. So let's head around, and same logic applies. We're going to start off at the bottom layer by going 1, 2, 3 to the right, using yellow concrete. Now, the way this is different is because, of course, this side doesn't have a static arm, so we're going to have to build all the way up to the top. First off, we'll worry about the leg. So the first 4 layers is going to be yellow concrete, similar to the other side, in fact exact same as the other side. We then cap that off with a layer of black concrete, 5 layers of purple concrete, and then a layer of black concrete. 12th and final layer is going to be 2 purple, 1 black. Once you've done that, that's your 12 by 4, that's your base side of the leg complete, and again it is indeed the exact same as the left side. Now, in terms of the remaining area, what we're going to do is we're just going to build up 12 using purple. So we just build up all the way to the top using purple, and the reason behind this is because if you don't, there's going to be some gaps where the arm doesn't quite cover it. So you want to make sure this whole area is just covered. You don't need any additional detail. We'll worry about detail once we get around to the rear side, but for now, just keep it plain and make sure it is filled in. So that is the right side of the leg, but it's also the right side of the body. That's 24 tall in total. 4 blocks wide, 12 by 4 for each section. So, heading back round to the side now, we're going to go around to the rear side of the statue, and we're going to come to the rear of the arm. From this bottom row here of purple concrete, we're going to expand 1, 2, 3 backwards, all the way across, and then we're going to go below, and you should see it's a 4 by 4 square. So that's the base of the hand. It's important you fill this in, because otherwise there will be holes in the bottom of the hand once you fill in the rest later. We don't want that, so again, make sure you build the platform. What this platform also gives us is a very handy platform to build on the sides. So as you can see, we have a backward shape L, and same logic applies, it's a 12 by 4, however the 4th block is already done. The beauty of this, however, is the 4th block, the one that's already there, is going to match up with whatever we're placing. So what this means, for example, the first 2 layers is going to be purple, the 3rd layer is going to be black concrete, 3 layers of purple, a layer of black concrete, and 5 layers of purple. It's as simple as that, and again, once I've filled it in, I'll back up and show you. So as you can see, that's a 12 by 4, 2 layers of purple, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of purple, 1 layer of black, and then 5 layers of purple, and from a corner angle, looks like this. So you can really see the statue is starting to come together quite nicely. Now, as I said, we're going to worry about the right arm later on in the video. What we're going to worry about now is the rear side of the statue. If you head around to the rear side, you'll see it's a bit empty, a bit lacking, and that's what we're going to work on now, is filling this all in, and then we'll come back after and build the dynamic posing arm. So, in regards to the rear side of the statue, we're going to start off first off at the bottom with the rear side of the legs. So the rear side of the legs, the first 4 layers, I can't count, is going to be yellow concrete. Now, one thing to consider is the rear side is 12 by 8. However, the left side and the right side already have a row complete, which means we're only placing 6 blocks per layer because we're linking left side to right side. So hopefully that's pretty self-explanatory, but again, we're literally just placing 6. So for the 5th layer, we're placing 6 black concrete. On top of that, for the 6th, 7th, and 8th layers, we're going to be placing 6 purple concrete, and we follow a very similar pattern, in fact, the exact same pattern as we did on the front side. So for this layer, we're going to place 2 purple, 2 black, 2 purple. Next layer, which is the 10th layer, 1 purple, 1 black, 2 purple, 1 black, 1 purple. 11th layer is going to be 1 black, 4 purple, 1 black, and then the 12th and final layer is going to be 6 purple. So that is, nice and simple, the rear side of the legs. Once again, that's 12 tall, 8 wide, and if you want to pause, and my controller won't start randomly swaying upwards, then feel free to do so. So the next step we are going to work on is the rear side of the body. The rear side of the body, very, very simple again. What we're going to do for the first layer is just fill it in with purple. However, left side already got 1 pillar, so that means we're only placing 7 blocks per layer. So first layer is going to be 7 purple concrete. Second layer is going to be 6 black concrete and 1 purple. For the third layer, we're going to punch out the first block and we're going to replace it with black concrete. We're then going to place 6 purple concrete and 1 black concrete. On top of this, we are going to do 9 layers of purple. So again, it's just a simple case of building up 9. In this case, you should just be able to build up to the same height as everything else if you do it correctly, and it will save you a bit of time just not having to count, so you can just guess. But again, if you have built it correctly, then it's fine. If you haven't, you might have a few issues. So if I back up now, this is what it should look like. That is, once again, a 12 by 8. Just like all the other FNAF statues, the rear is pretty plain, but of course, whilst we don't actually see the back of the character, we don't really want to just make up what's there, so we might as well just keep it plain. So again, that's the rear side of the body. The next step is going to be the rear side of our left arm. Again, very simple, so matching up to whatever colour is here. First 2 layers is going to be purple. Third layer is black concrete, and that should link up with the black concrete right there. We're then going to do 3 layers of purple, 1 layer of black concrete, and then 5 layers of purple, and that will bring you all the way up until the top, and that is the rear of your arm. For the final step, before we move on to the dynamic pose arm, make sure to fill in the top of the shoulders using purple concrete. Again, it doesn't really matter if you fill in the middle part, just make sure that this left side is all filled in because that will be visible once you've built the head. With that said and done, that is the basic body complete. Before we move on to the arm, I am going to do a quick spin around to give you guys an opportunity to pause and catch up if necessary. Again, I appreciate maybe some people might find that I go too fast, some might find I go too slow, so I try and hit that balance by offering opportunities to pause. Again, if you are good to go, you don't want to pause, you don't want to do this little recap, just skip forwards about a minute in the video and you'll be good to go. For the people that are sticking around, what I'm going to do is come to each specific part of the statue. For example, right now, this is the front side of the legs. Then I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to pause and also read out the measurements. In this case, it is 12 by 8. So, anyways, moving on, we're going to move up to the front side of the body. The front side of the body is 12 by 8, and to the left of it is the left arm, which is 12 by 4. Come around to the left side with the left side of the leg, once again 12 by 4. Underside of the left hand, 4 by 4, and then the left side of the arm, 12 by 4. Come around to the right side, we have the right side of the leg, 12 by 4. The right side of the body, 12 by 4, and in total that is 24 by 4. Come around to the rear side, with the rear side of the leg, 12 by 8. Rear side of the body, 12 by 8, and the rear side of the arm, 12 by 4. Come up to the top with the shoulders, which is 12 blocks wide, 4 blocks thick. And yeah, that is the statue so far. So if you have something that looks like this, great, ready to move on and continue working on the arm, then ultimately the head. If you haven't got something looking like this and something's gone kind of wrong, then just go back in the video, see where things haven't gone quite to plan, and if you still have issues, leave me a comment down below and I'll try and help you as best as possible. So anyways, let's start working on this arm. So we're going to come around to the right side. We come to the top left corner of the right side of the body, and we're going to leave a 1 block gap. From here, on the second block, we're going to place a purple concrete. We're then going to go down diagonal to right, 1, 2, and then 3 times. So it's going to overextend the rear side of the statue by 1 block. Going back to the top corner, we're going to go down diagonal to left once using black concrete. From that black concrete, we're going to go down diagonal to right once, twice, and 3 times. And again, that's just a little thing we'll explain in a second. Going back to this black concrete at the very top, we're going to go down diagonal to left once, twice, and 3 times. We're then going to extend 1 block to left using black concrete, and then 3 blocks to left using purple. From this purple, we're going to build down 1, 2, 3. We're then going to build to right 1, 2, and then 1 black concrete. From here, we're going to build 1, 2, 3 over to the right, and then we're going to start linking back up to the top corner up here. From this black concrete, we're going to go down diagonal once, twice, and 3 times, and that will link up perfectly, and it'll give you an outline that looks something like this. Now, as you can see earlier, I linked the black concrete diagonally. I'm also going to do this in between these 2 black concrete by placing 2 black concrete in the middle. In the remaining area, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in all using purple, and that's going to give you the first layer of the arm, and that's going to be the overall shape of the arm. Make sure just to fill all the gaps in, and again, make sure there's nothing exposed. But that is the basic arm shape. So what we're going to do from here, of course this is only 1 thick, we do indeed want the arm to be 4 thick. The way we're going to do this is we're going to go around the edge, and we're going to expand it towards us, 1, 2, 3, using the appropriate block. So for example, the block you're building off is purple, use purple. If it's black concrete, use black concrete. And you essentially just go around the edge of what we previously built, following the shape, making sure to follow the colour scheme. And yeah, it's a bit tedious, but rest assured, once you've done it, the arm does look very, very good. So again, you just follow the outline, and as you see, it loops back around, and it will link up and give you the shape. Once you've got the shape, as I'll back up and show you, this is what it should look like. Just like we did before, we're going to link all the black concrete together, so 2 in the middle there, and then 2 diagonal there. And then all the remaining area you can fill in using purple concrete. Of course, you don't need to fill it in solid, because the rest will be covered by the edge one, so don't worry about that. But for now, that is what it should look like. So once you've filled it in, that is the right arm complete. And I'll do a little spin around just so you can see, but essentially you should just have an arm stretched out, kind of giving you something. In this case, it's going to be the little cupcake we'll add in a second. So just doing a little fly around. If you want to pause at any point, please feel free to do so. And then from below, the arm does look like this. So again, it extends the rear side by 1 block, and it extends the front side by 7. So that is the right arm in its basics. What we're going to do now is start working on the cupcake, or in this case, the Blacklight cupcake. So we're going to come to the front of the arm, this little 4x3, so 4 wide, 3 thick area. And we're going to come to the second row, second block, and we're going to, using our light blue concrete, place 1, 2, 3, like so. Then, in the middle one, going to go 1 to left, 1 to right, and it gives us this plus shape, like this. Now, of course, it is off-centered, 1 block to left. That is an issue, but there's not really much we can do about it, because the cupcake is 3 wide, and of course the arm is 4 wide. So it's better to be off-centered to the left than it is on the other side, because it makes a bit more sense. It's closer to the actual statue itself. What we're going to do is, above this light blue cross, we're going to place a second layer, and in each corner of this cross on the second layer, we're going to place 1 magenta wall. So in the front left, front right, rear left, and rear right. And that's only on the second layer, so make sure on the first layer it is indeed empty in the corners. Now, above this cross, we're going to build 2 more layers of a cross, but this time it's going to be out of yellow concrete, like so. In the front side, we're also going to grab ourselves our white concrete, and above the magenta wall, we're going to place 1 white concrete on each side. And on the rear side, above the magenta wall, we're going to place 1 yellow concrete, again on each side. So right now, it should look something like this. Now, for the eyes, we are going to grab ourselves our wither skeleton skulls. You can just use like black concrete if you want to, instead of the white. Personally, I prefer just adding the skulls. So add a skull onto each of the white concretes. If you're on PC, feel free to use a custom black skull. It looks a lot better. For the final step, which is the candle, we're going to need our light blue concrete. We're also going to need our magenta concrete and our orange. So in the middle of the cross, on this yellow, we're going to go up 1 using light blue, 1 using magenta, and 1 using orange. And once you've done that, that is the cupcake complete. So again, a little spin around if you want to pause, and then what we have now left to do is just the head. So making really, really good progress. So apologies, by the way, if my voice sounds croaky. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I have a cold again, so it's not great. But I'm trying to power through it, and if my voice sounds a bit weird, apologies. But I want to get a video out, so that's the reason behind it. Anyways, enough about colds, enough about complaining. What we're going to do now is start working on the head. We're going to come to the front side, come to the front left shoulder, this one here, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block we're going to place a purple concrete and bring it 2 forwards. On the right side we do the exact same, apart from this time we don't have to count, we just go to the first one in the corner, place a purple concrete, bring it 2 forwards, and then we're going to link in the middle by placing a 6x2, and in total that is an 8x2, as you can see right there. What we're then going to do is come around to the left side, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, exact same on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just like we did on the front side, link in the middle by placing a 6x2 of purple concrete, and what this is going to give you is an 8x8 square. This is going to be the template for the head. So we've got the front side, left side, right side, rear side, and this is important. It makes life a lot easier because, of course, overall the head is an 8x8x8 cube. So we're going to start on the front side first, aka the face, and get the most difficult part out the way. Starting off, the first 4 layers is nice and simple. It's going to be 8 purple concrete. Now, of course, there is going to be some 3D effects, but for now, just place 4 rows of 8 purple concrete. For the 5th layer, we are going to place 1 purple concrete, 1 black concrete. We're then going to place 1 magenta wool, 2 purple concrete, 1 magenta wool, 1 black concrete, and 1 purple concrete. The 6th layer now is as following: 1 purple concrete, 2 black, 2 purple, 2 black, 1 purple. Second to last layer is going to be 1 purple, 2 light blue, 2 purple, 2 light blue, 1 purple, and then for the 8th and final layer we're going to place 8 purple concrete. So it ends up looking something like this, and that is the front side of the face, or at least so far. Of course, we are going to add a beak, and that's going to make it look a bit more realistic. So for the beak, we are going to grab ourselves our yellow concrete. We're going to come to the 4th layer, so the layer directly below the eyes, and we're going to come to the 3rd block. On this 3rd block, we're going to place a row of 4 yellow concrete. We're then going to bring it 2 layers forward, so we now have a 4 wide by 3 thick area of yellow concrete. We're going to mirror this on the 2nd layer, so the exact same, again out of yellow concrete, and that's on the 2nd layer and the 4th layer. And the way we're going to link these together is by grabbing ourselves our white concrete, and in the back left and back right corner we're going to place a white concrete, front left and front right we're also going to place one, and it gives you something that looks like this. The final step we're going to do to the front side is underneath the front of the beak. We're going to leave a 1 block gap, we're going to place 2 yellow, leave a 1 block gap. That just links it to the face a bit more, makes it look a bit more realistic. Again, that's optional. If you want to add it, feel free. If you don't, also feel free just to leave it out. Another thing that is optional as well is if you want to change the wool to concrete in terms of the magenta, you're more than welcome to do so. On second thoughts, I actually quite like the concrete, so I'm going to leave it like that. One thing I also want to address with the bib is you can make it black concrete. Personally, I thought it merged too much with the lines from the exoskeleton or endoskeleton, so that's why I left it the way it is, but again, you're more than welcome to change it. So that is the front side of the face. The one thing I will also change whilst we're here is the little gap at the back of the mouth. Just change to black concrete, or you can use red or orange, anything you really want to do, just as long as it's not purple, because it doesn't really make much sense it being purple. So yeah, that's the front side of the face, again an 8x8 square. In regards to the other sides, they're also going to be 8x8 squares out of purple concrete. So all we're going to do is we've got this first layer here, we're going to follow the perimeter, building up 7 each time, so nice and simple, just building up and following the edge, and this is going to loop around the left side, the rear side, and then eventually around to the right side, and it's going to link up with the other side of the face. So as you can see, that is the left side complete. That's an 8x8 square purple, and we do this all the way around, and it's going to give the same effect. So it's a nice little time saver, a nice easy thing to do, just like I said with the rear of the body. There's no real point adding detail to the sides and rear, because of course we never really see the sides and rear, so I don't want to speculate as to what's there and what's not, hence why we're keeping it nice and simple. In regards to the top of the head, we're also going to go ahead and fill that in using purple concrete, so go ahead and just layer in. It's going to be, once again, an 8x8 square, and it's just simply plain purple concrete. Once we have done that, as you can see, that's the right side, so that's an 8x8, the rear side 8x8, the left I already showed you, and then the top 8x8. In terms of the top side, we're going to come to the front corner of the top, to the front left. We're going to go in one block, third block in, we're going to place 4 purple concrete. Behind this, we're going to place, again, 4 purple concrete, so it's 2 blocks thick. And then on top of this, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, and we're going to place a 2x2 square in the middle. And that's just a little tuft of hair coming off the top, similar to all the other Chica statues we've done in the past. But with that said and done, that is the statue complete, and that is the tutorial done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little spin around of the head whilst I'm kind of rambling. If you did enjoy this video, again, a like is very much appreciated. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell to actually get notified every time I upload. As I mentioned at the start of the video, if you don't trust that, and frankly I don't blame you, follow me on Twitter at GoGoGames. I tweet out every time I upload, and again, all my social medias are in the description down below. If you do play Fortnite, you buy skins, you play the Battle Pass, anything, and you want to support my channel, I guess, more directly, then feel free to use my supporter creator code Gummy. So again, that's GUMMMYYY, and that's found in the item store in the bottom right corner. Every time you buy something, it doesn't cost you anything extra, it just gives me a few cents every time, and it's a huge support, especially considering how many people can't do it. So yeah, apart from that, thank you again for watching. Please leave your suggestions down below, whether that's about the video itself, what you liked, what you didn't like, but also what you want to see on the channel in the near future in terms of builds. Again, I'm going to be mixing it up a bunch with Fortnite tutorials, Minecraft tutorials, and I also kind of want to diversify both of those categories. So I don't necessarily want to do specifically just statues. I want to do some house tutorials, restaurant builds, interiors, etc, etc. I'm trying to do daily uploads, don't hold me to that, but if I do, hopefully you enjoy them, and hopefully you'll be there to watch them. Anyways, until next time, thank you very much for watching. My name has been Tom Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true.